All right, Falcons fan, real quick on the eve of the draft, I want to know what you guys think about the reports out there that the Falcons have been aggressively trying to trade all the way up, at least according to Jay Glazer right here, trading all the way up to number 2 for Chase Young. Man. Now, I've entertained in my mind the thought of the Falcons trading up maybe somewhere number 10 or something like that, just in case one of these guys just so happened to slip through the cracks, maybe somebody like an Isaiah Simmons so happened to kind of fall and slide through or something like that, and you see that happening. But I'm not of the belief that the Falcons are one player away from being a championship team, right? Especially at a position like a linebacker, right? Or even somebody like Isaiah Simmons, I think would fit more of that Cam Chancellor role. So maybe you do move on from a Keanu Neal and you get a guy like Isaiah Simmons and you play him as strong safety, right? That would be pretty good. That's a pretty big need right there with Keanu Neal's health. But it doesn't move the meter for me, right? So maybe trading up for a Javon Kinlaw, somebody like that, if he's slipping, just to make sure you get that guy. I can kind of see that if it's a few spots, as long as you don't have to mortgage your entire draft. Trading all the way up to number 2 is mortgaging your entire draft. However, I would be straight fine with it if it was Chase Young. That's a whole nother animal. That's the type of instant impact cat that could actually help make you a potential Super Bowl champion or whatever, or a playoff team. All in one season, right? You really do start constructing yourself kind of like the 49ers, right, with the defensive front, man. If it didn't involve trading Tack McKinley, somebody like that, or any other person who could be a rotational edge player, obviously Dante Fowler's going to start. You gave him all that money. Tack McKinley looking like a kind of like a pseudo bust, but you never know how a rotational role, maybe less pressure off him with the Chase Young, who would immediately have to become your starter, right? Or he's your third down money guy. Like, he has to be out there and he has to have a minimum of 8 to 10 sacks as a rookie to justify something like that. And you would have to definitely be on the precipice of being in the Super Bowl, because I just think, for the value of it, like where the Falcons are headed, I think the Falcons have a chance to be a very good team this year, and you never know what can happen if you are a very good team. But being able to address multiple needs, I mean, even with a good pass rush with Chase Young and a Dante Fowler, I still think you have holes at corner. You know how I feel about, right, middle field closed, a post safety. I feel like you don't really have one. To me, warrants that type of accolades or anything of the sort. So there are other holes on the team. If you can somehow fill those up and get value for your need, I would really love that. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know. I'm not against the Chase Young thing. I said that Chase Young was the best. This was before everybody was jumping on the gravy boat. Way before the season started. Last year, I said he was the best cat in football. Like, he was the best defensive. He was the most dominant defensive cat. I thought he's every bit a Bosa brother, right? He's a third Bosa brother. You get a cat like that, that's some high-end talent all on one team, man. Julio Jones, Chase Young, Todd Gurley. These are some big-name, high-level players, man. Matt Ryan, regardless of what dumbasses out there want to say about Matt Ryan, high-level players. You start stringing together high-level players like that, great things start to happen for you. Deion Jones, right? Of course, Calvin Ridley. Man, it's a lot of talent on the Falcons. You just need a few pieces to come together. And maybe one guy in Chase Young could be that. Or maybe you have a Chase Young and you somehow hold on to your third-round pick or something like that, and you come with a gem in the third round. It's a pretty deep draft. Maybe not quite the super high-end talent at certain spots, but very plentiful of guys who I think could make an impact, and you could probably get one of those guys in the third round. To me, you still need a high-level running back. I wouldn't go to my season with just Todd Gurley as my only high-level running back. I have a scenario in my mind that somehow Tevin Campbell, Tevin Campbell, which Tevin Campbell would end back, but Tevin Coleman would end back up on the Falcons, and you pair him up with a Todd Gurley. That's money right there. That would be hard, extremely hard there. But if not, man, maybe a guy like Cam Akers is available. You're able to get him on the team. Just a bunch of high-level talent, explosive athletes. That would be really good. But let me know what you guys would think if somehow the Falcons ended up trading for Chase Young. Looks like that's not going to happen, right? So it says Washington hasn't seemed to entertain offers to get out of number 2. But if it's not him, then it would have to be a guy like Isaiah Simmons. Is it worth mortgaging your draft to trade up to get Isaiah Simmons somewhere in the top 5? I don't know. Let me know though. All right. Yeah.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.